Alright everyone, Pyromaniac 720 once again, and this is game 2 of my best of 3 with Pd0nz, aka Pd0nz. So my first matchup, I lost to him. He beat me pretty handily. He was in control the whole game, great first turn right off the bat, knocking out my Meowstic and losing absolutely no damage, and he just had all the momentum from there, and I just really couldn't claw back, especially since I didn't bring my Mega with me. So this time I brought Aegislash, Gardevoir, Rotom Wash, and Mega Charizard X, and I opted not to bring my support Meowstic. And as you can see, he ends up bringing Aerodactyl, Ludicolo, Aegislash, and Talonflame. So let's see if this battle goes any better for me. So yeah, he doesn't know I have Mega Charizard X, so I didn't bring it to match 1. I don't think he knew beforehand anyway. So, this might end up working out for me. So he leads Talonflame and Aegislash. I lead Aegislash and Gardevoir. So, I trace the Gale Wings, doesn't matter. My Gardevoir doesn't have any flying type moves. I bring back Gardevoir because I am scared of the Brave Bird impending. And yet the Brave Bird does come down. Obviously going to be targeting my Charizard, which barely survives. So my Aegislash goes in the stance change first. I do have a minimum speed Aegislash, which means that his is also must be minimum speed just because he can't be slower than me, so we must have just speed tied that turn. So he goes to set up substitute, not enough HP left though, and I protect without Mega Evolving because I want to hide Charizard X as long as I possibly can. I stay in Blade form so I can take out that Talonflame, so I can get Charizard some breathing room, because obviously one more Brave Bird is going to take Charizard out. So I do succeed in taking out Talonflame, which is the biggest threat to my team right now. So he goes for the stance change, and he's going to use Shadow Ball and hit my Aegislash and knock it out. So pretty solid trade, I'd say. I mean, I will trade my Aegislash for a banded Talonflame any day. Now, he is definitely expecting me to be Y. I'm most likely expecting me to be Y. I can't say definitely, but I'm assuming he expected me to be Y. So he's probably going to King Shield here, expecting me to drop a... Sorry, bug on the screen. Expecting me to drop in a Heat Wave on him. He didn't show Protect the first game, so I'm going to assume he doesn't have Protect this game. So I'm going to go for a big old Dragon Dance. I think I Flare Blitz actually, sorry. I believe I Flare Blitz his Ludicolo to try and do as much damage as possible. And I'm guessing I also Thunderbolt it just so I can get a nice little double target off. So yeah, I set up for a Flare Blitz. Ludicolo, it's neutral damage, very defensively weak, and it ends up picking up the KO. The crit, I don't know if the crit mattered. I don't know exactly what his spread is, but crit might have mattered, and of course I died with recoil damage. But again, I trade Pokemon for Pokemon, and I'm fine with that. So I drop in a Thunderbolt, he protects himself, gets a little bit of leftover recovery. My Thunderbolt does over 50% to an Aegislash in shield form, so my Thunderbolt's going to KO him. I send out Gardevoir, I know he's got Aerodactyl in the back. He's still got a pretty good chance of winning this. Just because Rock Slide flinches, he's fine. My Scarf Gardevoir only outspeeds base 110s. Aerodactyl, of course, base 130, I believe. So he could just flinch me to death. And since Gardevoir is not exactly a defensively bulky Pokemon, the Rock Slide's probably a 3-hit KO, maybe even probably a 2-hit KO, to be honest. So he goes for the first Rock Slide. It does about half to Gardevoir, a little less than half. I double target the Aegislash. I think I was expecting to protect, so I double target just to be safe and just in case there was any sort of Rock Slide flinches. So now I have a 2-on-1, and of course he can just keep spamming Rock Slide. And I avoid the attack, luckily, thank God. That brings Gardevoir down. Gardevoir used Thunderbolt. Not that it mattered because Rotom would have knocked out anyway, especially with that nice avoid. And I hit it with a Thunderbolt. And so I come out on top in game 2. A game that I felt pretty in control with. I traded some big blows, traded Pokemon for Pokemon, which I didn't mind doing because I know what I had in the back would be what he had in the back, barring, a ridiculous amount of flinches. So that was game 2 of our set, and stay tuned for game 3.